I like fat people.
What?
Fat, F-A-T.
You like fat people?
We're supposed to these days.
Oh.
Fat is beautiful. It was the girl in the Miss Universe thing.
Nepal, Miss Nepal.
Miss Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
You would think at those higher elevations that it's more difficult to breathe, it'd be hard to put on weight, but she pushed through the odds and really gained some. I mean, she ate for a Nepalese, beautiful woman, but I mean, thick.
It's not a third world country, apparently.
No.
She's eating.
She's come from privilege. She's upsizing. You know what I'm saying?
Which, by the way, I would just like to point out, you can be like, she is still a pretty girl.
Yeah.
But you also cannot tell me that is a healthy weight, because it's not.
A healthy weight.
That is not a standard in which we should set.
You're going to criticize you. Okay, so again, sometimes people do have a medical issue that makes them overweight, but that's not her. And that's not
a standard that you should say every woman should aspire to be this standard. No, she's overweight, and she's not healthy.
And also, the pictures of her are photoshopped. They rub the wrinkles out and all the.
Really?
They're pushing some indentions here and there. I studied it.
They scrubbed out the cellulite.
They did a little bit of that, but they also like pushed in her waistline a little bit to accentuate her ass. Yeah, some of those pictures that are out there floating around the webs.
Wow.
Yeah, they did all that. So again, you're not getting the true picture with a deal like that. But again, it's not about aesthetics, although let's face it, beauty is about balance, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like if your eye is up here and the other eye's down here, nobody's going to say, "Wow, that's a beautiful person." You may be a beautiful human being,
right? But
they're not going to look at that and say, "That's a pretty face."
Yeah.
Like Victoria's Secret is probably not going to give you a job. They'll do it if you got a wanger. But if your eyes are like this, you're probably not. Because, again, beauty is about balance.
Right.
Like if you got one normal-sized nostril and the other one's like as big around as a silver dollar, they're going to go, what's wrong with that person?
Yeah.
It's not balanced.
Well, and I know there will be some people who will say, well, back in the old times.
Back in the old times, that's different.
That, being heavy was a sign of wealth, and it was, they had all these pictures of heavyset people. Well, we know more now.
We know more. We
know that it's unhealthy.
Those people also live to the ripe old age of 38.
Exactly. Exactly. We should strive to be a little bit better than that.
So I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not. But again, New York City, this is where I'm going with this. Because people do, you're fat shaming. I'm not.
I am.
I'm just whatever. I'm just telling you, it's not. I mean, I work on my weight all the time. I mean, just left to my own devices, I get big. But they got protected characteristics they've got these laws banning discrimination in New York now. They've added height or weight.
They've added what?
Height and weight. You can't discriminate based on height or weight. So you've got age, gender, race, religion, but now a person's weight and height is also going to be considered as protected identifiers under law in New York City. So you gotta rein in this fat discrimination in New York's jurisdiction. They have a commission on human rights because if you're fat, you have rights. You got fat rights.
Do you?
Yeah.
You have the right to eat a salad. Just so we're clear.
So again,
I have some questions. You let me know when you're ready for them.
Things I want to say about this, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, there are just some jobs that like you just can't, like, let's take a flight attendant, for example. No height and weight requirement. So you got a flight attendant who's going to get stuck in between the seats.
I've had that come close to happening.
And we're just supposed to be like, it's fine. It's totally fine. You're going to take the plane down because you've exceeded the weight capacity. It's fine. Well, we don't want to discriminate.
The commissioner, Annabelle Palma, of course, said that most forms of appearance-based discrimination have persisted unchecked.
It's not appearance-based. There's just some
it's logistics.
How about physical trainer? You're telling me I can't say the 400-pound person who applies to be a physical trainer who's gigantic and fat.
Yeah.
I can't say, I'm sorry, I don't think that you're qualified for the job, given that you're 400 fucking pounds. Now you can't do that?
So they had a city councilman there. He's the one who authored this bill. Or sponsored it, I should say. Sponsored.
Is he fat?
He's fat.
I bet he is.
But he proposed the bill. He gained weight during the pandemic.
Oh, my God.
And he noticed that people didn't treat him the same as when he weighed less.
Yeah, because he was...
Because he was fat. It's also about changing the culture and how we think about weight. All right. Here's the thing. If you weigh 300 pounds, I can't pick you up. It doesn't matter if I change my mind about that. I physically can't pick your big ass up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm not trying to diminish your sense of self-worth. I'm just telling you that the logistics don't work out. I can't pick you up. Versus a person who's 100 pounds. Like, if I need to help you get out of the hospital bed and over to the potty, I would much rather wrangle that 68-year-old woman with the kyphosis in her back than, Large Marge, who I can't do it by myself. I need assistance. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter if you change your mind. Yeah. So he wrote a book about this. Oh
my God. The city councilman?
Who wrote the freaking book? Who's this? Who is this person?
Mr. Producer.
Mr. Producer. Who is this person? Oh, Eric Adams, the mayor. Eric
wrote
Adams.
A book about being fat?
No. Eric Adams spoke in favor of the bill. He's a health-conscious vegan who undertook an overhaul of the city's public school lunch program and implemented a plant-based diet.
Oh.
That's what's wrong with the Big Apple.
Oh, that's exactly that's why they're all fat. They're eating a bunch of soy.
He said, science has shown that body type is not a connection to if you're healthy or unhealthy. I think that's a misnomer that we're really dispelling. He did write a book in 2020 that detailed his journey to losing 35 pounds. 35
pounds? Are you joking? 35 pounds?
I did that this year.
Oh, my God. Write a book, Chad. You lost 35 pounds. I lost 100. And let me tell you, being vegan and eating a bunch of soy is not the way to health.
No, it's not.
35 pounds.
It's a way to make your gonad shrivel.
Oh, my gosh. These people, they're so self-important, as if he's the only one who's ever lost 35 pounds.
Well, come on.
35 pounds?
I mean, that's so much.
It's really not.
It's really not. I lost that this year.
Yeah.
With very, very minimal effort, actually.
Exactly right.
And then I was, but I mean, there was a time where I lost 60 pounds years ago.
I mean, I'm not saying
and I'm just saying, but it never crossed my mind to write a book about it. So
like, good on him for bettering his health, for losing that weight. I don't think that makes him like the expert on all things health.
Here's the thing: critically thinking. I want to push past the fun that we're having at other people's expense, and I want to show you.
I'm not having fun. I'm mad.
Are you? I like watching you get mad. That's fun for me. God, I'd hate to be married to you though. Can you imagine?
I'm right here,
honey. You know this. Your husband is a saint.
All right already.
Saint.
Whatever. His life is entertaining.
You shut your whatever.
Shut your whatever.
This is where they take it to the extremes always. So again, if you're going to fight for abortion, well, there's the 9-year-old that got raped. Or if you're going to, there's always the extremes they go to. So here we go. Here's some examples of weight discrimination.
Oh, God.
This was given at a city council meeting this year.
Okay.
Forget that drag queens are reading stories to children and dangling their junk out there. But a college student complained that the desks were too small. Under the new law, if she can prove that the small desks are a result of discrimination, she could likely sue the school.
No.
So again, y'all can get mad at us for, you're fat shaming. No, I'm telling you, your taxpayer dollars is going to pay that fat ass the legal liabilities. And again, you know what she's going to do with that money after she wins the lawsuit against the city of New York? Head straight to the motherfucking McDonald's. Oh, well, we're moving on. We're not eating in the drive-thru no more. We going to Paris. We going to the Double Eagle. Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
And that will lead to, of course, higher prices reflected in things like airplanes and all of the things that you and I have to travel.
And if they can prove
you're gonna
that
pay
United
more.
Airlines, if their seat belt extender ain't big enough to wrap around your rotund ass, then
they're going to redesign the whole damn plane for bigger seats.
And you can sue the airlines.
And you're going to pay for it.
And it's going to go higher.
Yep.
Now, the person could have just put less food in their face.
They could have.
And had a little self-discipline instead of us continuing to justify poor choices. And again, I know I can already read the messages that are coming my way. Save the internet ink. Don't send them over here because I'm right. You're right. We're right. It's going to cost you money. Your health care prices are going to go through the roof. And I want to talk more about this.
Okay.
Y'all can tune out and turn off if you want to, but I'm going to a break.
No, don't.
I want to come back and I want to talk about this thing because again, this is where I keep telling people think critically about this stuff. It's more than just you're poking fun at people.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Because again, everybody suffers.
It's a societal problem.
It is. So that's like saying you can't make fun of the black community for being fatherless. The black community is well aware that they're fatherless. Right. I see a lot of black comedians that are buddies of mine making fun of it all the time.
Yep.
You see the dude the other day who said he went and got a tattoo of his father, and they wiped the soap off, and there was nothing there. I don't care if that pisses people off or not. That shit's funny, man.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's good.
All right. We're not done making fun of people. You and I are really bad for each other. You know that, right?
I do.
I love it, though.